Delhi police has left the entire Lutyens lobby red-faced. Ever since the crackdown on the Delhi riots that took place in February began, this lobby has been trying to parrot a narrative that the action that was being taken against only one community and the minority communities are being demonized without proof. But tonight on the case, I'm going to show you just how one action by the Delhi police has punctured all these lies. Do you remember, ladies and gentlemen, what so-called activists like Teesta Setalvad had said? They said that Muslims were being arrested so that they know their place, to show that they aren't equal even in the eyes of law. But now the Delhi police has charged 20 Hindus for the murder of 4 Muslims during the violence that broke out on the 25th, 26th and 27th of February. Is this not justice? Is this not a fair investigation? Another blatant lie that this lobby kept peddling was that only Muslims were being blamed for the incidents of rioting. Thus, the fact that the Delhi police special investigation team has uncovered an entire plot showing how the Hindus were mobilized via social media, WhatsApp groups, and then took appropriate action, not show that they are indeed unbiased and professional in their investigations. A certain section also outraged about the fact that student leaders are being arrested in connection with this case. But hate rants of these so-called student leaders like Sharjeel Imam and Omar Khalid have been caught on camera. And most important of all, the charge by the lobby that the real rioters were being let off free because the Delhi police is involved in some sort of a conspiracy and a cover-up. Isn't that extremely shameful? Because not only do they not remember that one constable himself was killed and 500 cops were injured, not to forget the IB, Intelligence Bureau's Ankit Sharma, with 51 stab wounds. So now, with this new development, the legitimate question on the news hour tonight: will the Hindu-phobic lobby apologize for maligning India? That's the question and the big debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining me on the debate tonight is GBL Narasimha Rao, Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawalla, lawyer, Manasvi Thapar, lawyer, Advocate Mujib Ur Rahman, coordinator of the Lawyers in Action, and on the standpoint today, it will be Abbas Hafiz, political analyst, who will take on Shehzad Poonawalla, lawyer. And ladies and gentlemen, that hashtag actually is the demand we make. Hindu-phobics apologize. And I want to ask you, Abbas Hafiz, even before the investigations had taken off, even before the charge sheets had been filed, even before the process has been completed, wasn't there a lobby already stating that this was being done to only point towards one community, when it was actually 53 people belonging to both communities who had lost their lives in the Delhi riots? Today, when 20 Hindus have been named, should this lobby apologize, Abbas Hafiz?
Navika, I guess you shouldn't miss the additional session judge's claim also and observation also. When he pointed out, the additional session judge in Delhi has already pointed out that this whole thing is pointed towards one community. So I'm not the only one who has observed this. I guess my opinion were based on that judge's opinion too. So I guess there shouldn't be any apologetic statement from my side, because I haven't said anywhere that there is only 100% targeting. But I have always questioned why Kapil Mishra is out, why Parvesh Verma is out, why the Goli Maro Salon ko is has not made any noises in the other lobby. So this is the question. Obviously, wherever a riot take place, everybody from every community has to suffer. But why this biasness? Why Kapil Mishra is out? Why a pregnant lady is under the lockup? So everything, these are the debatable points. So I'm not saying that it's all 100% biased, but the judge is also saying the same thing.
Judges are also saying. Have judges given that
Additional
order?
session judge. Okay. He hasn't given that order, but I can quote him. What he has said, you should be remembering the same thing. I must tell you what he has said. He was saying, he said, perusal of the case diary reveals a disturbing fact towards the investigation seems to be targeted only towards one end. Upon inquiry from Inspector Lokesh and Anil, they have failed to point out what investigation has been carried out so far regarding the involvement of the rival faction. So these are the things which were very disturbing.
Well,
Abbas
Hafiz, on the standpoint, you get 90 seconds. Your 90 seconds are up. Let me get in Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla, he remembers the observation made by the judge in the court, but probably has forgotten the latest judgment or latest order that's come from the court, which is denial of bail of the lady in question. Can I remind you about who this lady is, Shehzad Poonawalla? Yeah. So Shagufa.
See, Navika, the point,
Shagufa Zafoor has been denied bail today.
Yeah. So, Navika, first of all, I've bought these two victim cards because clearly the Delhi police's investigation has snatched away the victim cards from the permanent victims on this panel, as Anand Ranganathan would rightly say. Now, let me tell you, Navika, if you're putting Kapil Mishra's statements was as incendiary or as hurtful as the statements of Waris Pathan or Sonia Gandhi, who spoke about Aar-Paar ki ladai. So if you want to take action against Kapil Mishra, then by same measure, take action against Sonia Gandhi as well. But the point is that what did Tahir Hussain do? Tahir Hussain, here I have the charge sheet. Tahir Hussain is involved in the brutal murder of Ankit Sharma. 51 times Ankit Sharma was stabbed. They will not talk about this charge sheet. They will not talk about the charge sheet that shows the kind of WhatsApp messages which show that how it was not an organic riot but an organized riot. They will not talk about the involvement of the Tukde Tukde gang, including Umar Khalid, which shows how the money was collected and how PFI and Pinjra Tod were also involved, and this was not a spontaneous riot but it was a sponsored riot. Finally, Navika, these people, let them answer just one question. Now the Jamaat link has also come out in the school that was being used. So you had a Dange ki factory by Tahir Hussain on which these people are quiet, and a Dange ki Pathshala on which these people are quiet. And why are they quiet? Because their headmaster Arundhati Roy and Rana Ayub wanted to present that this was an assault of the Hindus on the Muslims. They wanted to peddle a narrative that only Hindus killed Muslims and nobody else. And hence, I will ask any of your panelists, apart from Ankit Sharma, can they give me the names of 3 more Hindu victims? They won't be able to, and therefore I will take their name. Dilbar Negi, Ratan Lal, Rahul Solanki, Ankit Sharma, Vivek, these were also victims of the riots. But
well, your time is up. Your time is up, Shehzad Poonawalla, and I'm opening up the debate. And I want to ask Advocate Mujibur Rahman. Advocate Mujibur Rahman, the simple question tonight is this: that did a certain lobby, did a certain section, did a certain group of people who have been crying that anti-CAA protest should happen, and how Shaheen Bagh became the laboratory for the Delhi riots planning, all of that is part of the charge sheet that has been put out. But even before you waited for all the details to come in, you said this was Islamophobic. And Asaduddin Owaisi, even this morning, says in a country where the Prime Minister tries to decipher people by the clothes that they wear, Delhi police is following them. I want to ask you, will you today talk about the 20 Hindus who have been named for the murder of 4 Muslim boys? Isn't that also part of the charge sheet today by the same investigating agency, the SIT of Delhi Police?
Navika, I will say that nearly the name of 20 people that no one can give the clean sheet to the Delhi Police who conspired against the Muslims. Secondly, they were not 20, they were around 10,000, and most of them were brought from the UP and Haryana. why Delhi police haven't mapped the mobile phones present on that location on those days, and now where these mobiles are located? Why Delhi police has failed in doing this? Secondly, why Delhi police is not presenting the data of PCR calls? Who were making the calls? The Muslims were making the calls to the PCR to save their lives. They were not one. When Akbari was burned in her home, a 75-year-old lady, there were not 20 people. There were 5,000 people. I have statements of the victims. You cannot give them the clean chip job by just giving mere 20 people's name. You are just doing this because now you want to save the police and the BJP government that it is Islamophobic. Yes, it is. It is.
No, just 20 people does not make a difference, GVL Narasimha Rao, unless you name 10,000 people, they will not think this is a credible investigation. GVL Narasimha Rao.
No, why you want to give them the clean chip to the
Navika, you can't. I don't think in this part of the world or anywhere in this world, you can't get a better democracy than India. You can't get a more fairer justice than in India. But these people who actually come out every day on TV and in social media, they actually want a barbaric Muslim rule in India. I think I'm making it very blunt. They want an Aurangzeb kind of a rule, and they will not get it. They will not. You will not get it. India can never become Pakistan. However much you may want to go back to the Muslim rule, India will not.
India will never become Germany.
India is a country where every citizen will enjoy equal rights, and in the eyes of law, there is equality. There is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is not a slogan. It is actually been practiced by this government. But if you want a Babar-ki rule, Babar-ki Satta, I think you might want to really elect Asaduddin Owaisi. And he's not going to get elected anywhere outside Hyderabad. So please get it out of your mind. This is the best country that can give any community, Hindus, Muslims, Parsis, Sikhs, Christians, equality. And anyone who is cribbing, let them go out and check out anywhere else in the world. I think the kind of vote bank politics that the Congress party has played, the kind of persecution complex that was built into Muslims, I think they begin to think they need to get a Babar ka Satta, Babar ki rule again, and they will not get it. I think you better get adjusted to the democratic principles of Indian Constitution.
Manasvi Thapar, you're shaking your head, but let me ask you this question. Hashmi,
yes, Navika ji.
Hashmi was killed, Asim was killed, and people have been arrested. People have been arrested and named. 3 FIRs were filed against these Hindus. Those are the 3 FIRs that have been talked about in this charge sheet. It doesn't preclude any other investigations which are still going on. So Manasvi Thapar, I want to ask you, all those who jumped to conclusions and today who are setting up a stage for protest at Shaheen Bagh already, because intel reports have come in, the police has gone, set up a post over there, and already a preconceived notion of once again chest beating and protesting in the name of Shaheen Bagh is being prepared. I want to ask you today, Manasvi Thapar, isn't that a predetermined move that is made by this lobby? You called everybody Islamophobic before you saw the investigation results of the Delhi police. You're already starting a Shaheen Bagh protest and trying to block the streets and a protest against anti-CAA, anti-Muslim regime. Isn't this a narrative that is being produced, virtually being directed from the background like a Bollywood film?
Navika ji, give me the time to answer your question as per the length of your question. Now coming back to your question, see, Britishers divided India, violence divides India, and now the charge sheets, which is bizarre, is dividing India. For the first time in my life, I am seeing charge sheets as Hindu charge sheets and Muslim charge sheets. It's a sad day that we are seeing everything as communal. Now coming back to the mood problem, the mood answer to that problem is India belongs to the concept of Sarva Bhute Hite Ratha, which means welfare of everyone. Bhagavad Gita shlok says that, and we believe in this concept. And now BJP, why it's a responsible party? I'll tell you why. BJP is a party which is a party of struggle. BJP is a party which gave the slogan, which taught us back what is Raj Dharma. If we can remember the great Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, who told the importance of Rajdhar. BJP is a party which is a party with a difference, and now the onus is also on BJP, Navika ji. Why I would want to tell you, Kapil Mishra is not a old player of a BJP. Kapil Mishra is not a senior BJP person. Why is BJP trying to protect it? A statement by GVL Narasimha ji, who's a very senior politician. I respect him.
Manasvi Thapar, may I ask you
Please.
one question about the shlok that you recited? आपने श्लोक तो रिसाइट कर दिया कि
श्लोक हमारी संस्कृति है नाविका
नहीं संस्कृत
मैं
आप सवाल बिना पूरे डिफेंसिव क्यों हो रहे हैं? आप जितने मर्जी श्लोक पढ़िए, आप जितने मर्जी श्लोक पढ़िए, शब्द पढ़िए, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आप कुरान को भी कोट करिए, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूं कि जब लोग दिल्ली पुलिस को इस्लामोफोबिया बुला रहे थे तो ये सर्वधर्म कहां गया था? तब आपने कुछ नहीं कहा?
नाविका जी, इसका जवाब ना आपके पास है। मैं आपको बताता हूं कैसे। How 13 February when Times Now summit was held, you asked a wonderful question to the Home Minister of our country that why don't you engage people who are protesting against CA? Why don't you convey to them the message? He gave a wonderful statement. I love that statement. He said, whoever is protesting, they are okay to protest. Whoever wants to meet me, I'll convey, I'll meet them. But my question to GVLG is, 13 फरवरी से लेके आज तक आप कितने लोगों को मिले, कितने लोगों के जवाब दिए, कितने लोगों के प्रोटेस्ट को जवाब दिए?
These protesters, they were interested more in drama. They were not interested in meeting the minister. I think they indulged in a drama. They wanted to barge into the residence of the Honorable Home Minister.
GVLG, the responsibility is on you. Why? Because you are a party of 303 members.
The people who wanted to go and meet the Home Minister, and they would have got an audience, but they were interested in drama.
Why did the lobby dislike the people? Because there was not a proper communication from the side of the Home Minister, from the side of the BJP. BJP, which is the world's best party in communication, misses the bus in communication for CAA. These people at Shaheen Bagh are people of India.
Come on.
These people who died, 51 people who died are Indians. Let's not divide them between two religions.
Group which is propagating lies, which is propagating scare for the sake of
Goli Maro Salo ka slogan
for the sake of their political
month earlier. Goli Maro slogan came a month earlier before the violence broke up.
To do with the Indian
GVLG आपकी responsibility नहीं है, अनुराग ठाकुर को चुप कराना आपकी responsibility नहीं है, कपिल मिश्रा को condemn करना आपकी responsibility नहीं है। I respect you so much. Have you ever given protest? No.
I think if people of
आपके
India
young
have faith in Prime Minister Modi,
members है, the kind of speeches, slogans they innovate.
Manasvi Thapar, since you have such a brilliant memory that you remember a February 13 interview, may I remind you, in the interview it was stated that I'm willing to meet anybody, people can request my office, and in 4 days time they will get to meet me. I want to ask you,
3 days time.
Okay, 3 days. My memory is not as good as yours. My memory is not as good as yours. Okay, 3 days. May I ask you how many of these people who were protesting sought an appointment if they really wanted a resolution to the problem, if they wanted to be convinced about the government's agenda about Muslims on CAA? How many of them asked for it? And these were people sitting in Shaheen Bagh who were being addressed. Today, till today, how many have asked for an appointment? Yes, hands are going up. I'm coming to each one of you. And I also want to play out visuals of Shaheen Bagh, which is once again being prepared. Once again being prepared. Not one formal request for an interview. But as GVL Narasimha Rao says, was it an attempt at tamasha? Manasvi, answer that question. How many of you asked for it?
Okay, Navika ji, it's a wonderful question.
May I just come for 20 seconds, then Manasvi can answer the entire thing. Can I just make a 20-second submission, Manasvi, please? Manasvi, just let me add a 20-second submission, then you answer the entire thing. Just 20 seconds. Just 20 seconds. I'm sorry to interrupt. Navika, 1 second. Navika, 1 second. Just 20 seconds and I'll be done. Navika, Manasvi has raised a question, who is doing Hindu-Muslim in the investigation? Here is a tweet of, and don't interrupt me, Amanatullah Khan's tweet. He says that action is being taken on Tahir Hussain only because he's a Muslim. Nobody questions why Amanatullah is doing Hindu-Muslim. Now, point number 2. You are asking these people to be satisfied by the courts and by the Delhi police. These are the same people, Navika, when Afzal Guru was convicted by the courts, they stood in JNU and said, Afzal, hum sharminda hai, tere qatil zinda hai. They made Shah Rukh a TikTok star, aspiring model. They were the ones who said, maths teacher hai Riyaz Naiku. And they also tried to pass off Shah Rukh. You remember one 9 p.m. anchor who nobody watches, Navika, in comparison to you, maybe he gets 1% viewership. That rubbish journalist tried to pass off Shah Rukh as a Hindu. And that poor Hindu boy was in trouble. Now, Mr. Manasvi Thapar, please tell me who did the Hindu-Muslim? It was Arundhati Roy, it was the rubbish journalist, and it was your ilk, Amanatullah Khan and others, who are trying to make the investigation Hindu-Muslim, who are trying to play the Muslim card, which you've lost completely today, and trying to whip up this Islamophobia only because you want to get something against Modi in the international forums. Your turn.
Shehzad, you are very repetitive. In all your debates, you have the same thing to speak, and the same victim card you use as any other card. That's okay. You may use it as
because I don't get answers from your lobby.
Okay. I'll answer. See, first of all, if the lobby needs to be silenced, the responsibility, the onus of that is on the Home Minister. Why? Because he is the one who needs to communicate to them. Shaheen Bagh belongs to India. It does not belong to Pakistan.
Are you interested in the communication? If you're interested in the communication, he's given you an open invitation. Ask for time, he'll meet you.
Okay, Navika ji, I don't have a problem with CA. I'll tell you one thing. This needs to come out from the Home Minister. This needs to come out from GVL ji. How many people sought?
Is Amanatullah communalizing the investigation, yes or no?
I'm not the Home Minister of the country. The Home Minister's office needs to answer that how many people sought it.
You will not seek time when he speaks in parliament, when he speaks on interviews. You will not be convinced, but you will spread hate, and the fault is the Home Minister's. Well, let me ask Mujibur Rahman. Mujibur Rahman, the question is, if you have a problem with the CAA, with an anti-Muslim narrative, and with these investigations, I want to ask you, how many of those protesters who are raiding Shaheen Bagh today went and asked for an interview? Well, we've lost the line with Mujibur Rahman, so Abbas Hafiz, you can take the question. How many have asked for an appointment? How many have asked for an intervention? How many have asked for an explanation? Nobody. And how many people who made such a hue and cry about students being involved, and how there was this lady who was Shafura Zargar. How was she being targeted because she's a student leader? Today she's been denied bail. Yes. Abbas Hafiz, if you quote the judge about that, why don't you quote the judge about declining bail for Shafura Zargar? I want to. These are facts.
My question is where the biasness was. But the biasness was exposed when the police charges were lame on one of the shooter whose name was Gurjar, Kapil Gurjar, and he was allowed bail and Shah Rukh was denied bail. Same case, same type of crime. Why this biasness? They both should be behind the bars. I'm not saying
who decides on
that
bail?
Person who has.
Who decides on bail?
I'm saying.
No. Who decides on bail?
The investigation.
Do you know about law? Who decides on bail? Who decides on bail? Are you casting aspersions on the judge who denied bail? Are you casting aspersions on the judge who denied the bail?
The bail is always decided on the police charges, on the police investigation, on the police side.
Okay, so in one case the judge got convinced, in the other case the judge did not get convinced. Brilliant. This is new jurisprudence, GVL Narasimha Rao. Now the judge is being blamed for giving bail to the Hindu guy and not to the Muslim guy. And it is because of the charges presented by the Delhi police. GVL Narasimha, respond now.
Under the GVL Narasimha
you really caught him. You have really caught him on this fallacy. One judge is very good. Because he made observations, not even an order.
I haven't blamed the judiciary. I haven't blamed the judiciary. My blames are on Delhi police who works as per the direction of the Modi government.
It is the magistrate who gives the bail orders. The police cannot give station bail.
Unmute me.
And here you have a problem with the same magistrate.
You're not
I think
muted,
it's
Abbas Hafiz.
convenience is not going
Okay,
to work.
that's what
Abbas
I'm saying,
Hafiz,
Navika
you are
ji.
not
That's what
muted.
I'm saying,
You are
Navika
not
ji.
muted.
I
Don't
haven't
make
blamed the
allegations
complaint.
and
I
don't
haven't
make
blamed the
false
judge.
propaganda.
I have
When you are
blamed- I
sitting
have
live being
reservations
heard by our
against the
viewers, you
Delhi
are
police.
accusing us of muting you. That is the narrative
Against the
that you are
Delhi
running.
police.
That is the narrative you are running. Not once but twice.
I am saying
Not
something else.
once
Maybe my
but
mistake.
twice I
Anyways,
have
if you
demonstrated to our
heard,
viewers
I'm
tonight
sorry.
about this
But
false
don't misquote
propaganda
me. That's
that
what I'm
people
saying,
from the
Navika ji.
lobby continue to do.
haven't raised any question
the
on the
case,
judiciary.
in the
My
case that is
point, my
presented by
reservations
Delhi
are
police,
against
you
the Delhi police.
say the Delhi police is biased because one got bail, the other did not get bail.
Exactly.
We have proved to you that it is the magistrate who decides on the bail, not the Delhi police. Number two, you accuse us of muting you when you can be heard. I want to get in Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla, किसने म्यूट किया था इन्हें और बेल कौन डिसाइड करता है? हर चीज पे फॉल्स प्रोपेगेंडा, हर चीज पर फॉल्स प्रोपेगेंडा, और दुनिया इनको मानेगी और बाकी कुछ नहीं मानेगी. ये इस्लामोफोब कहेंगे तो दुनिया को मानना पड़ेगा. ये कहेंगे कि हमने म्यूट कर दिया जब ये सारी दुनिया इनको सुन रही है, तो ये भी एक नैरेटिव सेट करना चाहते हैं.
I have my points with the Delhi police and nobody else. That's all I wanted to say. Maybe some
Navika,
technical
there
issue
is
from
no
my
cure. Navika, tell Mr. Hafiz not to shout because there is no cure. There is no cure for his lobby. They are in a complete state of denial and they live in a parallel universe of victimhood and self.
Keep these
They live in a completely different universe where they only see themselves as a victim. This Hafiz, now I don't know if I can be heard because he's constantly on and on and on. But here is an Hafiz who started, Mr. Hafiz, you know, you're very, Mr. Hafiz, your constant voice is quite irritating.
फर्स्ट पॉइंट पे आपने जो गलती की, आप क्लीन बोल्ड होने वाले थे, आपने दोबारा सेकंड पॉइंट पे गलती की, आप दोबारा क्लीन बोल्ड हुए. अब रुक जाइए, अब रुक जाइए, अब रुक जाइए. ऑपोजिशन टीम, अपोजिंग टीम की बारी है बैटिंग की. सर अब आप बैटिंग क्रीज से हट जाइए. जिसकी चांस है बैटिंग की उसको बैटिंग करने दीजिए प्लीज. थैंक यू.
नहीं, ये नाविका ये वो लोग हैं जो बैटिंग खत्म होने का बोल्ड हो जाएंगे तो ये बैट लेकर भाग जाते हैं. ये वैसे लोग हैं. पर एनीवेज नाविका, ये $500 लेकर जो आर्टिकल लिखते हैं ना, ये सुनिए ना, ये न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स और वॉशिंगटन पोस्ट में जिनको आज के पत्रकार के रूप में काम नहीं मिलता, जो $500 लेकर आर्टिकल झूठ लिखते हैं भारत के खिलाफ, जो मोदी विरोध में भारत विरोध करने से कतराते नहीं, जो इस्लामोफोबिया का झूठा प्रोपेगेंडा, जैसे ताहिर हुसैन दंगे की फैक्ट्री चलाता है, ये प्रोपेगेंडा की फैक्ट्री चलाते हैं. गुजरात में कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री थी, आज इनकी एमएसएमई बन चुकी है. पर कुल मिला के बात नाविका ये है कि आज दिल्ली पुलिस ने जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन की है, उन्होंने बता दिया कि इनके पास अब विक्टिम कार्ड बचा नहीं. उन्होंने हिंदू और मुस्लिम दोनों परपेट्रेटर्स पे कार्रवाई की. पर सिर्फ मुझे एक बात बताइए नाविका, constantly speaking, Navika, I don't know why there are such indisciplined people in Delhi who come on your show. But anyway, the point is, Navika, tell me one person of the Navika, you have to stop
Abbas Hafiz, अब थर्ड अंपायर कहां से लाऊं?
To speak. It is actually. It is challenging to speak anymore now on your show, Navika. It's becoming very challenging.
नहीं, अंपायर बोल रहा है भैया आपकी बैटिंग की चांस खत्म हो गई है, अब रन किसी और की चांस है बनाने दीजिए. अब आप अंपायर की नहीं सुनेंगे. थर्ड अंपायर जो है वो ऊपर से सिग्नल दे रहा है, उसकी नहीं सुनेंगे आप. और कमाल है सर. और भी लोग बोलना चाह रहे हैं. एक मिनट. मुजीबुर रहमान, I want to ask you. You know, this whole narrative, you know, before
my point.
Okay, sorry Shehzad, finish your point.
Navika, please tell me, has one BJP leader cited your Times Now investigation of the evening and said that Hindus have been targeted because they are Hindus in the investigation? But Aam Aadmi Party's Amanatullah Khan has said Tahir Hussain has been targeted because he's a Muslim. I think even Javed Akhtar has said this. Even Javed Akhtar has said this. I want to ask them, who is communalizing? Who is playing the Islamophobia card?
Just naming 20. You are.
अरे 10,000 हिंदूज पर ये हिंदुओं को ऊपर कार्रवाई हुई, आप संतुष्ट नहीं है क्या? इनके ऊपर कार्रवाई नहीं होनी चाहिए, इनको छोड़ दे, इन्होंने लोगों को मारा, इनकी परवाह नहीं करे। क्या बोलते हैं सर आप? 10,000 का आंकड़ा आपके पास कैसे आया? आप पहले जमातियों का हिसाब लगाओ जिन्होंने कोरोना फैलाया फिर दंगा फैलाया। अरे सर आपने आके यहाँ पर उन जमातियों को बचाया जिन्होंने गाजियाबाद में अश्लील डांस किया, आपने उन जमातियों को बचाया जिन्होंने LNJP में नर्स के कपड़े फाड़े।
20, just 20. You are losing just 20, and you are saving.
चलिए अच्छा है, मैं कम से कम
Mr. Mujibur Rahman, you are a lawyer. I just want to ask you. I want to ask you a very simple question. क्या दिल्ली पुलिस की पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन खत्म हो गई है? क्या उन्होंने कह दिया है कि अब सारी चार्जशीट जमा हो गई है, अब हमें और कुछ नहीं कहना? Have they said anything of that sort? Have they said anything of that sort, that only 20 are the people who will be named? There are no supplementary charge sheets coming. Has the Delhi police made an announcement or a declaration in the court that nothing more has to happen in this case? And may I tell you, in this case alone, let me cite the investigations. 27th February, 3 bodies were recovered from Johri Nagar after the riots. 27th February, another body was recovered again from this area. 3 FIRs were lodged. The case was transferred to SIT. SIT has uncovered a WhatsApp group that was started on the night of 25th, 26th February, where there were 125 probably Hindu people in that WhatsApp group planning their attacks. 2 active members of the group were tracked and joined for the probe. 125 members were there. Has the Delhi police said that we will not track down all the 125 members, that they will not file a charge sheet against them, that they will not find their involvement in this? And some members allegedly actively involved in rioting. I want to ask you, GVL Narasimha Rao, they don't know the case. They don't know who gives bail. They don't know who are the people involved. But they know the narrative कि ये सरकार, ये दिल्ली पुलिस मुसलमानों के खिलाफ है, ये Islamophobic है, and that is the only narrative that they want to push on with. Facts are actually only incidental to their arguments.
Navika, I think people must realize, those who want to push this narrative, they have gone too far. And it's actually getting on the nerves of the other people in this country, the majority community. I'll be very, very frank. The more you cry this kind of victimhood, the more you actually will antagonize the people of this country. It's not good for this country's, it is not good for country's harmony. I'm telling them it's in your interest. We are a democratic country. We are governed by rule of law. There is judiciary which is supreme. You can't look at the plight of minorities, Hindus in Pakistan. We are not a country where we differentiate people on the basis of religion. And you are very happy with those parties which have actually used Muslims as a vote bank, but actually have pushed them to the margin.
Well, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, I'd like to just say that however irritated the majority community that you are alluding to may get, but the fact is nobody has the right to break the law. Whoever breaks the law will have to pay for it. And irritating anybody cannot be a license to kill. While I completely, I completely disassociate myself from that position, that even if the Hindus are irritated, they have no right, to fan communal fires in this country. But the fact of the matter is that as a country, this country has stayed together. The Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb has been preserved in this country. Muslims have wished Hindus on Diwali, and Hindus have wished Muslims on Eid. They have sat and eaten together. They have sat and celebrated together. For politics, for creating a narrative, for just being an anti-Modi, anti-BJP camp, would you want to spoil the fabric of India? That's the question we need to answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, while there is a lobby that will keep painting a picture that will show that everything in this country is one-sided, I think we as citizens of India need to distinguish between the right and the wrong, the false and the truth. And the truth is, the Delhi police, if it has filed charge sheets against the minority community, it has also filed a charge sheet against the majority community members. And before this investigation is completely over, should we not just stop being Islamophobic, but also not be Hinduphobic? Neither of them actually benefits this country. Thank you very much to my panelists for joining me on the debate tonight. Going across to debate number 2, desperate Pakistan and its antics out there on camera.